Hey y'all, it's your boy King Churro, another live stream uncut. I had a conversation earlier with somebody on text. This person thought that I blocked them. I'm not petty like that. I don't block people. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of blocking people? You know what I mean? I don't know. I've been blocked many times. In fact, I've got an uncle in South Dakota that unfriended me on Facebook, and I think I'm blocked on there too. Oh well, C'est la vie. Life. That's what it is. Right now, I got a lot of shit going on. I haven't been making any videos lately. The last video I made was the one about Devontae Adams leaving the Raiders, joining the Jets, and still sucking. Still in the same shit. But I'm here in the man cave. As you can see, got my dad. Background. His old license plate. That's the license plate he had when he was in Missouri when he first immigrated to the United States. And then that's his basketball jersey from when he didn't play, but his ham radio group that he was in, they had their own little basketball team, and they would play other ham radio groups or whatever. Anyway, I had this conversation with this guy. Him and I used to work together. In fact, I met this guy when I was Poppy Churro's playlist mix at KCOD at College of Desert. So I was, started the radio station, all this other stuff. And, sorry, I'm live and uncut, guys. Live stream, uncut. My wife is texting me right now. We're getting our floors done. And that you'll see a video of in the vlog. Getting the floors done, stripping everything off, and then adding some laminate flooring, some gray laminate flooring. So she's asking if I bought the vents, like all of our vents that go on the floor, because they're floor registers for the AC. And I forgot to get that when I got 190 linear feet of baseboard. So anyway, y'all. So I'll bring it up. And I really don't want to expose this, but I don't like how this guy, I don't know, man. Like I said, him and I, we met a long time ago. They were trying to promote a rave, a Thanksgiving rave for the local VFW, I believe. And, number one, they didn't really have much, what's the word? They didn't really have much promo for it. They didn't promote it very well. College of Desert, they didn't even know College of Desert even had a radio station. Like when I started, this was 2011 when we met. 2011 is when we started. So I met him and his business partner, Rudy, and they were the Rock and Rude something entertainment promotion, something like that, whatever. Anyway, so he texted me today at, I guess he's texting me yesterday. How the fuck? Oh, maybe not. Oh, the last text he texted me was last year in October. Anyway, so he texted me, "Are you okay, or did you just block me? LOL, I have a business opportunity for you if you'd like to hear about it." I didn't answer back, and because I didn't see the I didn't see the text. Like I'm on my phone a lot, but not. Sometimes I just have my phone down, watching television, or I'm taking a nap, or whatever the case might be. Anyway, so then he says, "I have a doctors group that have about 25 medical clinics. This organization wants to start their own podcast YouTube channel. They want someone to go in and build them a studio. They have the building and they have the office. They want all new equipment so they can produce a medical show on a daily basis. If you're interested, let me know. I don't know how much someone would charge. Audio visual engineer is what we need starting from scratch, and we would be running the show. I don't know why this person thinks that I know all this shit. I don't have that knowledge. Like, I'm on live stream here on YouTube. This is a YouTube live stream. There's nothing to it. You hit fucking record or go live. It's not that complicated, guys. I don't understand why this is the. He's asking for a full on professional studio, blase blase. I'm not no. Look, man, that's the only part of engineering I know. All right, and I don't even know much anymore. It's been so long since I've done it. I was a U.S. Army combat engineer, totally different than what you're looking for. You're looking for, what did you say here? You're looking for audio-visual engineer. There are people who went to school for that shit. And there are people who have done it for a very long time. You're looking at somebody who doesn't do that shit. I can't even get a job anywhere else in the district. I got custodial. And I can't even find a permanent custodial position. I can only get substitute custodian. But you're looking for an audio-visual engineer. And I'm on live stream, YouTube. I literally hit go live. You know, I set whatever the case might be. I set it all in there, right? I set it all in there. It's all clerical at this point. I'm not like these guys over here who are doing my floors. Years of skills. That's not me. That's why I had to hire people. You want someone with experience, don't call me. I'm not experienced like that. So I said, I would love to do it if I knew how to do it. The reason I'm not successful is because instead of investing into the craft, I'm always trying to cut corners and trying to execute on half-ass efforts without true knowledge or money. That's it. How much more do you need to know about why I don't want to do this? I'm half-assed. I'm literally, like I said, this is a live stream on YouTube. Doesn't take a genius to figure out how to hit go live. And in my little thumbnails, yeah, that's easy to do. I do it all on my phone. I've even was going to try to teach this guy how to do this, what I do on my phone. I was going to teach him all this. He's not willing to learn. He's not willing to learn the little bit of knowledge that I have that I can give him. He's not willing to learn that. So I live stream on YouTube because I don't know any other way. He says, what you do on YouTube is good enough, more than great. I can't even do that. So clearly these doctors are reaching out to the wrong person when they're looking at you. Because you can't even hit play, you can't even hit go live, then you're the wrong person to reach out to. Now I have a MacBook Pro right here. It's tiny. It's not the old school MacBook Pro where you can attach all kinds of different shit to it. There's no CD drive on it or nothing. That's why on this MacBook Pro I go live. Because there's not enough storage space for me to put all my videos into this. And then you can hear I got the AC on it now because it's kind of hot in here. He says, on a professional level, we will have the resources, money, as always, the key factor in producing a good show. We should have that, but I would love to meet with you, and then we can video chat with my contact, Felicia, and we can ask her what their idea is. Then we could put a proposal together and give it to them. But again, you're looking for an audio-visual engineer. You're not looking for me. You want to put on a good show, but then what I do on live stream YouTube is good enough. How? Now, mind you, guys, if you see my videos in the past, I do have where I have a microphone, a lapel microphone that I use. attached to my phone or attached to the laptop. I mean, that's as far as I've gone so far. There's a lot of people nowadays making content for YouTube and for TikTok and whatever else, and they've got a fatter lapel mic with a little bushy shit for the wind. Mine's simple. It's a little lapel mic. You hook it up here if you want, real small, and sound quality isn't all that great, but whatever. I didn't spend a lot. I think I spent less than $30 on a set. So that's 2 microphones and then the connector that goes into the slot. It's USB-C. But again, I haven't invested. I don't have a DSLR camera. I actually had. I used to have a DSLR camera, and then it was a DSLR digital camera. It was made by Nikon. I don't have that. In fact, I have a bunch of those point and shoot type cameras that that one guy Max on Catfish used to use, but that's all old technology. I don't have the new stuff. The newest technology I have is my MacBook Pro and then my Samsung Galaxy S21. And then I use InShot. I tried to teach this guy about InShot, and he didn't want to learn. He wanted me to do all the work. Initially, this guy, when we worked at the dispenser together, and like he got me hooked into the job at Cannabis 21. He got me in the door, and then Nick saw me, and then Nick hired me, and that was that. All right. And then he decided he was going to try to make more money off that business, and they wouldn't allow it. So then he basically was like, I don't want to fucking be here. And if you don't want to be here, then leave. That's what I would tell him. Just leave. Go home. I don't want you to be all depressed here. I'm selling weed. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I said, you don't know how, after him telling me he doesn't know how to do any of this shit, I was like, you don't know how because you're not willing to learn, to know how. It's true. While we're at Cannabis 21 Plus, he had talked to Nick to get my schedule changed for one day. So we would do a podcast. And he wanted to do a podcast based on teaching old people about cannabis in Spanish. So he wanted to teach old Hispanic people, old Latino people about cannabis and the benefits and all this other stuff. I don't speak Spanish. I don't understand Spanish. Why would I be involved with that? Okay, so let me go ahead and set something up for you. Let me teach you what I do to make my videos. I need you to have your script ready because I don't want to spend too much time doing this. I'm going to set it up for you, and this is what's going to be. He didn't want to do that. He didn't want to have anything. He wanted me to do everything. He wants me to record, to edit, to post. That's too much time, too much effort into something I'm not passionate about. So, where's the gimme? What do I get out of doing work for you? Now, there are countless people who always reach out to me. Hey, we should do a podcast together. Hey, we should do a video together. Blah blah. And I'm like, even with just doing a video, just one video, I'm I'm iffy because I know at the end of the day, I'll put in 100% of the work, and that person will barely even do 10%. So, and it's annoying because if I'm gonna put my 110% in there, and all you're gonna do is just kind of like, oh, I'm gonna look good. What the fuck is that? Why do I? Why am I gonna do all this just for you to look good? And then you're probably gonna do most of the talking because that's what you do. You just talk a lot. The only person that I said yes to when it came down to, hey, let's do a podcast together was Nick. Nick said, "It's just we need to do a podcast." All right, cool. With the Kings of Truth, and I came up with the name, and I would hit him up on the MacBook because he has a iPhone. I would hit him up on a FaceTime, and I would screen record the FaceTime. Eventually, that got to where it basically it eventually got to where I couldn't save enough of the podcast on my MacBook because the MacBook just ran out of space and memory and whatever else. So what did I have to do now? I ain't got shit else. And then we were supposed to do another one and do another one, and it was every week we're trying to do it. But the one thing about Nick is I have a close relationship with him. We're brothers basically, and yeah, I mean, now he's working. He works nights, and we don't get to do what we used to do. So anyway, I'm gonna continue with the message here, guys. He says, "Look, no, sorry. I was like, you're not gonna take no for an answer, but what you're asking for is beyond my scope of knowledge. What I do and what you're saying are five different things." He says, "Look, I'm a fucking retard when it comes to anything with a power button. If I can pull shit off, I know you can fucking do it. So stop being a bitch, grab your nutsack, those little army balls, and let's do this. LOL, I have fucking faith in you." So then I said, "I've tried to teach you in the past what I do on my YouTube channel, but you didn't want to learn." And when you started talking about stop being a bitch, grab your nutsack, those little army balls, I said, done. I'm not fucking with you no more, bro. And then he says, "You and like 10 other dudes, I spent $50,000 trying to make my website work. And the guy that was helping me would sit me down for two hours every morning, Monday, Wednesday, and teach me. The very next day, he had to teach me again. I have frontal lobe damage, which fucked with my memories. That's really the only issue I have. My, he's supposed to say cognizance, but of course he spelled it wrong. And intelligence, or just fine. I just forget that I'm smart. I've been diagnosed from the VA with a TBI, which is funny because all my army buddies would tell me like, why aren't you getting paid out for TBI, traumatic brain injury, because of how close I was to getting hit by mortars, like dead on. But the VA won't. They're like, "Oh, you're not suffering from TBI." Okay, whatever. I mean, there's nothing else I can say about that. Anyway, I've been diagnosed from the VA with a TBI, which affects my memory, but it's only short term. Like I might forget to wipe my ass, but I remember when I smell it later. Traumatic brain injury is from getting hit in the front of the head, and it's from a lot of different things. It's at the end of the day, if it rattles your brain, that's what it is. Hitting the head too many times. That happens when you are violently throwing around an Amtrak as artillery shells are tossing it around. LOL, should have worn my helmet. So I had to reel it back in, bro. I was like, I never blocked you, but I'm a have to. You dwell on that Army Marine Corps bullshit. Difference between you and my other USMC veteran friends is that they know what's up. The ones who had the most combat experience don't talk much. I don't understand why no one taught me. Oh, yeah. I said I don't understand why no one taught me shit, but somehow you can't learn shit when I'm willing to teach you. He goes on saying, let's see, he basically saying he doesn't dwell on just play for Venger. And I talk a lot because even though I was in Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and I seen a lot of shit, I was fortunate enough to never take a life. my friends, but whatever. I said this: every single person who wanted to do a podcast or even just collaborate on a video with me has failed to put in as much work as me. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a lot of people that ask me, and there's a lot of people who we never even got started on work, not even agreed to do anything. So those are the people I'm not talking about. Okay, I'm not talking about you if you brought it to my attention and we never did anything. I'm talking to the people who I actually said, okay, let's give it a shot, and they did nothing. Okay, those are the people who know what sort of passion I bring to this table, and they did absolutely nothing. So why the fuck am I going to continue putting in my effort into something that you're not willing to do? That's my whole point. I said, every single person who wanted to do a podcast or even just collaborate on a video with me has failed to put in as much work as me. I'm passionate about what I do, and it's exhausting. It is. Even just doing shit for myself, it's exhausting. Posting, trying to get as many likes. I mean, hell, I can't even get monetized on YouTube unless I have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours. So if I can't get any of that, and people will think I'm making money off YouTube, I'm not. I'm not making any sort of money. Maybe it's my content, or maybe I don't know. I have no idea what it is, because I see people doing this shit all the fucking time. Actually, I see all sorts of, I follow almost all the black conservatives, and there's many more coming up. There's many more black conservatives coming out, and they have, over 1 million viewers. Why can't I get there? I'm not black. I get it. But how come someone like, I don't know names. But it's like, what do I gotta do to get monetized on YouTube? What do I gotta do to get my content seen by more people? Everybody who says they support me, I think they're just watching the video and not sharing it. If you support me, all I need to do is share it. Share it with a bunch of people. That's all. For every person that watches my video, if you share it with 10 people, and let's say out of those 10 people that you shared it with, let's be realistic, 4 of them shared it with 10 people of their own people. That should help me get along, right? I don't know. But yeah, it's exhausting. To try to do shit for myself, it's exhausting. And so to watch somebody berate me, whether it's joking or not, it's every time. Every time we have some sort of talk, oh, army. Like, you got army stuck in your fucking mouth. It's like you're sucking our dicks. Marine Corps, that's what y'all do, huh? Marine Corps, oh, army. Anyway. And then he says, well, what that's said, forget I even called you. These people are willing to pay $175, $250 per hour to create this for them. They have zero knowledge of any of this, and we're looking to do something, but never mind, I will pass it on to an agency. Never mind, I'll pass it on to an agency. Really? From what I can see in my experiences with you, it failed because of you. I tried to give you business, and every time you shut it down. With this project that I'm working on now, I'm not going to stay on it. I'm going to find someone for them that can do the job, and then I'm going to exit stage left again. I was trying to set you up with a high-paying job, but your ego always gets in the way. Have a good life. Let me ask you a question. If I'm going to do the recording, and I'm going to do the editing, and I'm going to do 100% of the fucking work, what the fuck do I need you for? Why do you give me your contact? Let me fucking contact them then. A high-paying job? Fucking give it to me then. But you do not need to be involved. What the fuck do I need you for? You don't record. You don't hit play. You don't. What the fuck do I need you for? If I'm gonna fucking sit here with the laptop and a camera pointing at the person, and I'm gonna record this shit, I'm gonna fucking edit this shit and do what the fuck do I need you for? These get rich fucking quick schemes. Remember, you were supposed to fucking help us out. You're supposed to give us a. You were supposed to do a podcast. What? And you weren't even doing podcasts. This is what you were fucking saying. You were saying you want to do a radio station. You kept saying radio station, radio station, radio. Do you know how much fucking effort it goes into that shit? How much shit goes into it? Oh, we had sponsorships. We had sponsorships. You had somebody who co-owned or something with a fucking Starbucks. Last I knew, Starbucks wasn't a franchise business. Were they managing a Starbucks? Then if that's the case, if they're managing a Starbucks, how the fuck were they supposed to give us sponsorship money? Look, in every single business you ever fucking see, do you see Starbucks as a sponsor? We can go to a small mom and pop's coffee shop and probably get sponsorship there, but not Starbucks. But here, if that's the case, I record, I edit, I do this audio visual engineering shit. What's the point of you? Why do I need you? Why do I need you? What's the purpose of you being there? Give me your contact. Give me this Felicia person. I'll talk to her. I don't need you there. I don't need you there. If they have the building, I can set it up. I have give me the budget to fucking set shit up. I don't need you there. I can set it, no problem. But at the end of the day, you tell me that you're bringing this opportunity, that opportunity, blah, blah, blah. You're not doing shit. You're not doing a damn thing. And like I said, I'm willing to teach you. I was willing to teach you everything you need to know because you don't know how to hit play or you don't know how to hit record. But you wasted my time that one time. And that was it, bro. You wasted my time that one time. In fact, there's never, ever a time where I can think of that you made me any sort of money. But yet here you are saying that you need my knowledge and this and this and this. No, you need me to do the work for you so you can just take out the credit and then take half the money or whatever the case might be, and that'd be it. You know, I even said in here, if I see you outside, you know, the American Legion or whatever, because I'm saying? I'm signing up to be part of the American Legion, which I didn't want to fucking do. Right? Here's my application for the American Legion. I didn't want to be part of that because there's too many old guys there. But I met some really nice guys at the Trump rally. But if I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, I don't need you for anything. So if they're willing to pay, how much you say? $250 an hour is what they're paying. First of all, you said they're paying $175. Then you say $250 an hour. So what is it? $175 or $250 an hour? Yeah, regardless of the fact, I don't need you to take half. Because you don't bring anything to the table. What do you bring to the table? I can hook these up. I can hook up microphones on people. But the problem I have is I don't know. I have to sit down and figure this shit out. What's going to be the best bet? Obviously, if they're going to give me money, they're going to give me a budget to what I need to do to set it up. I don't need you there. I really don't need you there. I really don't. And at the end of the day, you don't give me shit. You don't give me a damn thing. What did you say in here? From what I can see in my experiences with you, it failed because of you. Because of me, huh? Everything failed because of me. You said when you had the opportunity to do your own radio show, podcast, whatever, you said you had all the resources. You had all these resources, but yet what did you do? Nothing. Zero. Nada. Now I saw you at the VA talking about, oh, I don't have my job, I haven't been working, blah blah blah. And where was I working? At the school district. I said, apply to work at the school district. It's easy work. Your security, your background security. You have a background in construction. There's so many opportunities out there. What'd you do? Nothing. Now you're back at selling cars again. After you told me, oh, I got 100% VA disability, I'm semi-retired, but you're back at Volkswagen. You're back at car sales again. The shit you didn't want to do. Remember when you left car sales and then you went to cannabis, started selling cannabis? Oh, I'll never go back to car sales. Then you left cannabis because they would not let you make more money off of them. So what'd you do? You went back to car sales. And I'm supposed to trust you? When I left car sales and I said, I'll never go back to car sales, guess what? I never went back to car sales. I don't sell cars. You live in an apartment. I know what apartment you live in because I used to deliver there when I did Amazon. You live in an apartment. I live in a 4-bedroom house. Again, I'm getting my floors redone. There's a stark difference between you and I. And when it comes to, what do you say? Failed opportunities, failed experiences. There goes YouTube doing shit again. But hey, who cares? When you're talking about failed experiences, failed opportunities, it's failed because of me. I don't know about you, but there's stuff in my life I'm working on. What are you working on? Because you're back to car sales again. You're back to doing the same shit you've been done before. You're just recycled yourself. But regardless, I'm not going to talk shit about you, man. All I'm going to say is that I've said no to every single thing you brought up to me. Why? Because I would be putting 110% of the work, and you'll probably 5% at most. Oh, how much would you charge us? I don't fucking know because I've never charged anyone anything. I've always done good stuff for good people for nothing. For nothing. And then they come right back and they do me a favor if they do. If they don't, oh fucking well. I never emphasize on tit for tat. Quid pro quo. I'm not Kamala Harris. I'm not doing quid pro quo. I'm not Joe Biden. I'm just gonna end it this way, all right? Whoever your contact is, you can text me their contact info. Text me their contact info, and then I'll figure it out. But I don't need you. I don't need you for nothing. I can do it all myself. If it's truly an opportunity for me to get into, I'll take care of it. Because I can do it part-time. I'm waiting to see what my new VA disability is going to be if I've been approved for 100%. If I get it, then cool. I can do stuff on the side. Right now, I'm on workers' comp for my shoulder. So I'm not working right now. But I'm still pulling in a paycheck. At the end of the day, when my VA money comes in, no matter if it's 90% or coming in 100%, my VA check comes in, I pay for my house. 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2-car garage, and a decent sized backyard, and a nice patio, not covered, but fuck it, eventually. That's what I have in my life. And if I say no to your opportunities from your experience, you can't sit there and blame me for that shit. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I've made the time to teach you what I do. And if you do not want to learn what I do, blame your TBI, blame this, blame that. I don't care what it is. At the end of the day, this is what I do. I do this. And if people want to listen to what I got to say, great. If not, okay. But if you're going to sit there and say that every single experience has failed because of me, but it's something that you brought up, and if I'm looking at it and you're not doing the shit that you said you were going to do, who really failed? Because if you've got the resources, if you got the opportunities, why aren't you working on those opportunities? Now you're going to take it to an agency. Why? Because you can't figure out how to do this shit yourself. It makes no sense. Now, here's the thing. If you were smart, you'd go after that young man who's running for Desert Recreation something district. His name is Jonathan Becerra. He used to run a production company called Miles and Monroe. Now it's called something else, like La Palma, something. I would hit him up. In fact, I got another opportunity for you, or another person, another contact for you. His name is Nick Smith, and it's not the Nick Smith that you and I know. His name is Nick Smith. He lives here in La Quinta, in the Cove, and he runs an Instagram called Two Real Visions. Nick basically does videos, and he does music, and he does music production. He does all kinds of different shit. And I'm going to find you, since we're live, uncut, because that's what I do. I'm going to find you the Instagram account, and you can look into it yourself. I could even get in contact with him for you. But the last thing I need you to do, and last thing I look at that. He's a videographer, photographer, rapper. Let me bring your vision to life. Now, if you're really smart, you reach out to people like that. And there are plenty of people like that here in the Coachella Valley that you can find on Instagram. But again, I can do it. I just don't need you. Only thing I need from you at this point is let me contact Felicia myself. Let me find out what she would like for me to do. And then I can figure out if I can do it or not. And I'll do all the research that I need to do. At the end of the day, I'll do it as long as I can cut you out. Because you're not going to do shit. You have no knowledge that she's asking you. So give me the contact info. Or not. And you can figure something else out. It's your boy King Churro. I can still afford to get myself lunch. Thank you for watching. Remember that you're loved, and remember to be great every day. See? Let me drink some more. Remember to be great every day, because tomorrow is never promised. And if you got opportunities, shoot me the info. But if you're not going to put any work, then I don't need you. I've got passion and stuff I do. And it's exhausting. I don't need someone to make me more exhausted.